Hello everyone, my name is Fabulous Fish, and welcome to this epilogue video for Let's Play Super Luigi Galaxy. For completing the grand finale Galaxy, the mail toad said he would deliver a letter directly to the Wii Message Board. Entering the Wii Message Board reveals this letter, which reads, Dear Mario, congratulations! We would like to send you a galaxy-sized thanks for saving all the Power Stars and playing to the very end. Until next time, the Super Mario Galaxy staff. The letter also includes a special picture, which could then be imported into the Wii Photo channel. Completing the grand finale Galaxy with Mario and Luigi yields two different pictures. Additionally, the mail toad has been delivering messages to the Wii Message Board every time Luigi got himself into trouble. All three missions have the same message, which reads,
Dear Fish! Oh no! It's horrible! Luigi has gone missing! What will we do? Mail toad.
And for fighting Luigi each time, you get the same message that reads,
Dear Fish! Thank you for saving Luigi! Keep trying to rescue those Power Stars, and we'll do our best to help! Mail toad.
Oh wait, that's a song.
Dear Fish, thank you for saving Luigi! Keep trying to rescue those Power Stars, and we'll do our best to help! Mail toad.
I don't think the mail toad part's a song.
Mail toad.
Speaking of sending pictures to the Wii Message Board, Super Mario Galaxy allows players to take a screenshot of the data screen that displays their highest coin score in each level, as well as their fastest times on the different races, so that players could send the screenshots to their friends back when the Wii Message Board still functioned, or to import into the Wii Photo channel or copy to an SD card. There are 5 1-ups hidden around the Comet Observatory. 3 of them can be reached as soon as their areas are lit up, although 2 of them require use of the red star's flying powers to access. These 1-ups respawn when the player enters and exits the dome, making it pretty easy to grind live should the player need to. Once the player's life count is maxed out at 99, 1-ups no longer have any effect. Speaking of maxing out counters, there's a hidden secret in the game that's only unlocked by collecting 9,999 Starbits as either Mario or Luigi. Raising the Starbit total to the max will reskin all coconuts in the game to be watermelons on that character's file. There's absolutely no gameplay difference between the coconuts and watermelons, and I doubt many players have actually seen this for themselves. As one more minor feature in the game, collecting all 121 stars as Mario and Luigi allows you to view a death counter for each save file. This is the same file I did my original Super Mario Galaxy Let's Play on back in 2014. So now we're back here playing as Mario actually, because there's an unfinished mission in this game. And this is a Cosmic Comet race in the Space Junk Galaxy, as opposed to a Speedy Comet like there is in the final version.
Whoa, cool.
There is no Luigi version of this in the code at all. They never even started it, so either that means originally Cosmic Luigi is going to be the same as Cosmic Mario, or they just scrapped it before they decided to make a Luigi version. Mm-hmm. But if we click on Pulsar Path Speedrun, it'll actually let us play a different mission.
Awesome.
I don't know if this intro cutscene is any different.
I don't think it is.
I do know that I played this a little earlier, and I do know that the Cosmic Race intro is really messed up. Let's try to cheat. Wait, what?
Hey look, player 2 is back.
Wait, what? We were supposed to do that. Hold on, we gotta get back. Did that? Oh shit. We have messed this up.
No. Oh.
There we go. There we go.
There he is.
So this cutscene being messed up is not the result of me skipping the race at the beginning. This is actually just how the cutscene is. Because it's not finished. We can probably still get the rocket start. But it doesn't really matter because then the camera flips around this way.
Yeah.
This is kind of weird because this is the only time in the game that a cosmic character is seen using pulse stars. And that might be why they cut it, because it looks really awkward.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, look, he's just kind of flying there because he doesn't have a cursor.
I mean, maybe they never, you know, I guess they could have animated it later, but...
I don't know what the deal is with that, but...
Yeah, I feel like it would have looked kind of weird, though.
Yeah.
Even if they did animate something.
I mean, look, now we're following him through space.
There he goes. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a weird one to have as a
cosmic as opposed to a Speedy. I feel like Speedy even kind of gives you like the same base effect of like going through here quickly, but like just kind of makes more sense for one that's so heavy on the pulse stars and the launch stars. Because there's also never any launch stars in Cosmic Races either.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So this is kind of a weird mission to do. That might be why they changed it. And like I said, there's no Luigi version present, so we're not just being Mario because I wanted to show him off. They're actually, they never made a Luigi version of this. And I do know this is really punishing if you mess up, because you go all the way back to the planet back there. So don't mess that up.
Yeah.
And Disappointingly, there is not a power star at the end of this. It is the same power star as for the Speedy Comet. So you can't get 122 stars.
Oh man, how cool would that be though?
That'd be pretty nice. And now I'm aware there are other, like, just kind of planets or obstacle courses in the game that are unfinished, and I think actually 2 of those do have new power stars in them. However, they don't have any super easy way to load. Like, this does not really complete missions. They're kind of just like fragments that would have been in other missions that were scrapped from the game. So that's all I wanted to show off in terms of cut stuff from this game.
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool indeed. Well, with everything else out of the way, I think there's just one more thing to show off.
Story time with Mama.
Let us begin.
With Mama Luigi.
Chapter 1. The Celestial Duo. Our story begins a very, very long time ago with a young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. "What's your name? Are you lost?" the girl asked the star child. "I'm Luma, and I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet," said the star child, who had been waiting day and night. "Don't worry, I'll wait with you," the little girl promised Luma. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked, but she saw nothing. Hours turned into days, and then years, but still the sky revealed nothing. Finally, the little girl sighed and said to Luma, "If we stay here looking much longer, I'll be an old lady soon." But then she had an idea. "Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves?" The girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and then the two set sail into the starry sky. And this is how the search for the Celestial Mother began. Chapter 2. Starbits. Days passed with no sight of the comet, or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended for as far as the eye could see. "If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam," said the little girl, above the rumble of her belly. Before they left, she had packed all of the essentials: telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and apricot-flavored tea, but... "I forgot to bring water!" At this, Luma burst into gales of laughter, and the girl began to pout. "As long as I have Starbits, I'll be fine," said Luma. "Want some?" The little girl couldn't stay mad after hearing this. Luma continued to laugh, and the girl couldn't help but join in. "All right, maybe just a nibble." Leaning far out of the ship, the pair began to collect Starbits with the girl's net. They almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting. The Starbits tasted like honey. Chapter 3. The Comet. A beam of light pierced through the ship's window. Thinking it was the morning sun, the girl peered through the window, only to find a turquoise blue comet shimmering at her. The little girl shook the sleeping Luma awake and shouted excitedly, "We have to get to that comet!" The pair descended onto the comet and found that it was made of ice. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, the little girl sat down with a flop, utterly unable to take another step. Look! Peering down at the icy ground where Luma was pointing, the girl suddenly noticed clusters of Starbits encased in the ice. "Pretty good, huh? Finding Starbits is my specialty," said Luma, beaming. "There's ice here, but it's so warm. I'll bet there's water here too." The two decided to stay on the comet for a while. Riding the turquoise comet, the pair continued their search for Luma's mother. Chapter 4, The Dream. One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. "Where are you going?" she asked her mother's retreating back. Without turning, her mother replied, "Don't fret, dearest, I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you, like the sun in the day and the moon in the night." A wave of sadness washed over the girl. "What about when it rains and I can't see the sun or the moon?" Her mother thought for a moment before responding. "I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for your tears to dry." When she awoke, the girl's face was damp with tears. "You have starbits in your eyes," said Luma to the girl. Wiping her face, the girl replied, "These are tears, not starbits. I'm crying because I'll never see my mother ever again." At this, the Luma began to cry too. "Mama, oh mama." The pair traveled through the starry skies, and though they encountered many other comets, not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Now, Luma, the rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying," the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. "I'll give you a present if you stop." The girl closed her eyes and said gently, "I'll take care of you." With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart. Chapter 5, Home. "The kitchen will go here, and the library will go over there," the girl said busily to herself. "We'll put the gate here." Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she'd been bustling about at a feverish pace. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home. It turned out that Starbits weren't the only things buried in the ice. There were tools and furniture unlike any they had ever seen, and the girl used it to build them a home. Looking at the completed house, Luma remarked, "Don't you think it's awfully big for just the two of us?" With a library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate, it was certainly spacious, but still, something seemed to be missing. "If only my father, brother, and mother were here," the girl said wistfully. Indeed, the house was too large for its two small residents. That night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Chapter 6, Friends. Then one day, while the girl sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot-colored planet appeared on the horizon. From the planet, another Luma of the same color emerged. "Do you two know each other?" the girl asked the two Lumas gleefully. Despite the girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy. The two Lumas neither drew closer nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence. "My mama!" At once, the apricot Luma parroted back, "My mama! My mama!" "My mama! My mama!" The two Lumas began to dance around the girl frantically, and neither showed any sign of stopping. The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene that she couldn't help but laugh. And that's when something very strange happened. Suddenly, more Lumas began to pop out from the apricot planet. They were different colors, but they all shouted the same thing, "My mama! My mama!" The sight of all the shouting Lumas only made the girl laugh harder. What am I going to do with all these children? The Lumas just stared blankly as she doubled over laughing. "I guess we'll have to name each and every one of you." Tomorrow, once she had finished naming them all, she would begin moving all the Lumas into the new house. Chapter 7, The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into the girl's head. "I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was." That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floated into sight. It was smaller than a starbit. How strange, it's so far away, but it feels so close. She twisted the knob of the telescope, and the blue dot grew until she could make out a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up that hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down that hill. She remembered having picnics with their mother on that hill on bright and windy days. And I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The girl burst into tears, and the Lumas didn't know what to do. I want to go home. I want to go back to my house by the hill. I want to see my mother. The girl was shouting now, her face wet with tears. But I know she's not there. I knew all along that she wasn't out there in the sky. Because... She's sleeping under the tree on the hill. The girl's cries echoed through the stars, and a hush fell over the area. Chapter 8, The Wish. Though usually quite cheery, one day the girl became sad again. Luma drew close and tried to comfort her. "Mama, you still have me. And don't be sad about your mama, because she's a part of you. That means she's always close by. It's like me. I love Starbits because they remind me of my mama." "No, no," the girl said, unable to stop the tears. A lonely look flickered across Luma's face, but it was soon replaced by a wide grin. "I have an idea. I will transform into a comet, a soaring comet that can carry you all on this journey." With that, Luma, trailing bands of white, soared high into the sky and just as quickly started to plummet back down. Kaboom, kablam! The ground shook and a bright light poured out of the crater that the Luma had created. The bands of light twisted together to form a comet tail. And then Luma emerged, reborn as a comet. The girl could scarcely believe her eyes. "But how?" she kept asking. "Our destiny as Lumas is to transform into different things," said a red Luma who had suddenly appeared. "Stars, comets, planets, we can become all of these things. When I grow up, I want to become a star that makes someone special smile," said a green Luma. A blue Luma chimed in. "That Luma turned into a real cutie of a comet, didn't he?" All the Lumas together said, "No more crying, Mama." "Thank you," said the girl in a whisper, and she pulled the Lumas close and hugged them. From that day on, Starbits no longer fell from the girl's eyes. The comet set forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it. Final chapter, Family. With its many Lumas and telescopes, the comet was quite a sight to behold. The girl and the Lumas were proud to call it home. At a welcoming party for a new Luma, the girl gathered everyone in the kitchen and said in a louder voice than usual, "All right, everyone, let's make a cake sprinkled with star bits, then it will be a star cake." The Lumas excitedly began to gather the ingredients. As she watched the Lumas scurry about, the girl smiled and thought to herself, this is my family now, and I'll stay with them until they're ready to leave the nest. And when they do leave, I'll see them off with a smile. Because that's what makes a mother happiest. That night, when the girl lay down to sleep, a soft light enveloped her and reminded her of the blue planet she once called home. But it would be nice to return home once every 100 years to nap in my favorite sleeping nook. The comet carrying the Lumas and the girl continues on its journey to this very day. With more family members in tow than can be counted, it's said that the comet visits the girl's home planet once every 100 years, and its proud white tail glitters across the sky. The end.
I've said this before, but no one does atmosphere like Nintendo.
My story is finished.
And there was nothing in Galaxy 2 that compared to that.
I know.
That's all you need to know. This game's better than Galaxy 2.
My heart.
Thank you all for watching. It's been Fabulous Fish.
Catatouille 101.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later.